Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and we got some spicy Nintendo news that's it's gonna have some people talking. The Nintendo Switch 2 is on the horizon, and with it comes a big shakeup in how Nintendo's pricing their games, like $80 for Mario Kart World? Yeah, you heard it, $80. So we've got statements from Nintendo of America's VP Bill Trinen and President Doug Bowser, yes, the Doug Bowser, shedding some light on this. So, grab your Joy-Cons. Let's unpack this variable pricing madness. Oh, before I forget, don't forget to support the channel in a couple of ways. First of all, don't forget to hit that like button, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, especially if you're new here, and hit that notification bell so you get more scoops on a daily basis here on my channel. So, here's the deal. Nintendo dropped a bombshell recently with Mario Kart World, the flagship launch title for the Switch 2. It's going to cost $80. Ouch. Yeah, that's a huge jump from the $60 we're used to for big titles like Breath of the Wild, or even the $70 Tears of the Kingdom. And it's just not Mario Kart. It's other Switch 2 editions like Super Mario Party, Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Those are also reportedly hitting that $79.99 or rounded up to $80 mark. Nintendo of America VP Bill Trinen spoke to IGN about this back on April 3rd, right before pre-orders got delayed thanks to some Trump tariff drama here in America, which I'll touch on in a bit. Trinen said, and I quote, "It's less about the strategy of pricing Mario Kart World. It's more just, what's the experience? What's the content? What's the value?" Basically, they're saying the price reflects what you're getting. For Mario Kart World, he hinted it's going to be the richest Mario Kart experience ever. Huge tracks, secrets to discover, maybe even an open world twist. They're keeping it vague, but they want us to think it's worth the extra dough. Now, Doug Bowser, he is president of Nintendo North America, not the Koopa King, sadly. In an interview with the Washington Post, he doubled down on this idea of variable pricing. He said they're not setting a new $80 standard for every game. Instead, they'll look at each title, how much went into development, the gameplay depth, how long you'll play it, and price it accordingly. And I quote, "We'll look at the breadth and depth of the gameplay, the durability over time, and the repeatability." Okay, sounds logical. But still, $80? This isn't totally new for Nintendo. Tears of the Kingdom was $70 and Link's Awakening stayed at $60. Back in the SNES days, that's Super Nintendo days for you Gen Xers out there, games could hit $70 or $80 depending on the cartridge tech. So this is kind of Nintendo going retro with their pricing. Bowser's point is, if a game's got enough meat on its bones, like Mario Kart World supposedly does, it might cost a few dollars more. But if it's lighter, it could stay cheaper. Oh, and here's a fun twist. Trinen mentioned upgrade packs for games like Zelda are only $9.99 if you own the base version, or free with the Switch Online expansion pack. So they're throwing us a bone there too. Now, this is where it gets kind of messy though. Nintendo delayed Switch 2 pre-orders, originally set for tomorrow, April the 9th, because of new tariffs announced by President Trump. They're still launching the console on June 5th, but they need time to figure out how these trade changes affect costs. That's probably why Bowser dodged tariff questions in his interview. It was literally the day before the delay dropped. So, what do I think? Well, I think some fans, they're hyped. Mario Kart World could be huge. It could be massive. And if it's hundreds of hours of fun, $80 might feel fair. Others, though, not so much. Over on Substack, folks commented that the price tied to content sounds nice, but how do we know the content's worth it before we buy? That's a fair point. Back in the Super Nintendo era or SNES era, variable pricing flopped because the market just wanted consistency. And are we ready for it now? Or is Nintendo pushing too hard? So that's the scoop on Nintendo's pricing shakeup. Are you guys cool with $80 for Mario Kart World, or does it feel kind of like a cash grab? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear them. And if you like this deep dive, smash that like button. Again, subscribe to the channel, especially if you're new here, and ring the bell for more gaming goodness as we get closer to this Nintendo Switch 2 launch. So until next time, thanks for tuning in, and I will see you later.